see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford. On first down, it's Stafford. And his first look is incomplete. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And you can't help but to think back about 14 months or so ago when Joe Burrow was down on the turf in Cincinnati, a really difficult injury, and we knew it right then and there. The doctors weren't even sure if he'd be ready for the start of the 2020.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Leonard Floyd, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the gun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. Seven 0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here we go. From the 36, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow points the target, and he has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, slant pass to Boyd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He is taken down at the 20. After a short gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Stafford on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Stafford caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, LA! Beckham, 53 yards. And the Rams are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 39, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. B.J. Hill, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now Burrow loses the football. And he will fall on this one himself, so no late turnover, and time has run out on this football game. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title.